lovelies, welcome to this week's video. This week I want to share some of my very favourite plant-based vegan dinner recipes, easy weeknight staple recipes. They're our go-tos in a hurry, they're quick, they're nutritious, and they are so yummy. I hope you love them too. The first recipe we're making is my tofu fried rice. It is really easy to make. It has Thai flavours. It is gorgeous, so yummy, and it's really quick to make.
We love this for breakfast too because most parts can be prepared ahead of time. It is an ideal, easy weeknight recipe. You can add any of your flavours to your taste. The flavour is incredible, how I'm showing you today. If you don't have a rice cooker, do this part in your pan, but rice cookers are the handiest. They make cooking rice effortless. Switch it on and do something else while your rice cooks perfectly. For the speediest dinners, I love to use parboiled easy cook rice. If I have more time and it's in stock, I use brown whole grain rice. Today I've got long grain rice in the cupboard. I'm adding 2 cups of long grain rice with 5 cups of water. Adding 200 grams of mixed frozen veg. Because this is not parboiled rice, I like the rice to sit in the rice cooker for 10 to 30 minutes, soften and absorb the water. Switch to cook, and in 20 minutes I've got perfect rice and vegetables.
I'm using a firm long life block of tofu. It's very quick to marinate this in the marinade I'm using tonight.
I love long life tofu. It is less effort to prep than fresh, and I always have plenty in the house. I like to cut my tofu into different shapes. This gives so much more variety to meals. Thinly sliced like this, I can press to remove the water so the gorgeous marinade can soak into the pores in just 5 minutes. I press my tofu with layers of kitchen towel, top and bottom, and a heavy book.
The seasoning I'm using on the tofu is really quick tonight. We're just using this Maggi seasoning. It's rather like soy sauce, but it's just so delicious and it's not soy based. I urge you to buy some of this. It is fantastic on rice dishes, noodle dishes, and it's a great, really speedy marinade for tofu.
If you love soya sauce and you can't get Maggi, of course use soya sauce. I simply coat my slices in Maggi. It soaks straight in. If I've got time, I let it marinate for 5 minutes, and then I air fry on 200 degrees centigrade for around 7 minutes.
This tofu marinated in Maggi tastes delicious. The veg prep for the fried rice is so quick. We're just chopping up a chili pepper, a few cloves of garlic, just a few, about 4 cloves of garlic, half an onion, 1 courgette zucchini, some bell pepper, nice, colourful and really sweet.
Fried leek tastes awesome. I love cabbage for the flavour, and my bone health, it's so very rich in vitamin C and K. And while slicing, I'm serving this dish with fresh lemon and coriander, cilantro. I love the flavour of coriander. Let's cook this fantastically flavoursome, nutritious dish. Cook time is less than 10 minutes. I use a dash of local olive oil to fry up my garlic and chilli on high heat. Today I'm using a rainbow of vegetables, each fabulously nutritious in vitamins, minerals and antioxidants. After about 2 minutes, the garlic and chilli smells incredible. It's time to quick fry the rest of my veg. Next, I add my leeks and my courgette zucchini. I'm not adding carrot simply because it takes a touch more prep time for peeling. Once stirred, I add my onion, which I don't want overcooked. I love some veg to have bite and a bit of crispness. Next, I'm adding my flavour. Now this Thai tom yum paste is usually used in a Thai tom yum soup, which we love. It is incredible, but it also makes other recipes so full of gorgeous Thai flavour like lemongrass. Any brand will do. I use around 3-4 tablespoons and make sure it's mixed in really well. This is now smelling so good. Time for the veg. I want to still have some body, my cabbage and peppers. Then this mushroom sauce has such a great flavour. I buy all of my Asian ingredients from a small Chinese shop in town. If you can't find this, try a vegan oyster sauce. Either will add incredible flavour. Failing that, use soya sauce or Maggi. 2 tablespoons of the mushroom sauce is lovely. Stir that in well, and a smidge of pink salt if desired. And while the veg is lovely and crisp, let's add the rice and tofu for a couple of minutes, stirring well. And that is a fabulously tasty, easy tofu fried rice full of protein from the tofu, as well as the veg and rice, and a whole rainbow of plant nutrition. If you're serving this to 4 people, add double the amount of tofu for more protein. I hope you make this and come back and tell me you love it. Do make sure you've liked this video, subscribed, and turned your notifications on so you see all of my new recipe videos each week.
The next recipe is such an awesome comfort dish. I have always loved spaghetti bolognese, and my plant-based bolognese does not disappoint. It ticks all the boxes. It's fabulously tasty, it's high in protein, it's quick to make, it's amazing value, and I always batch it. This recipe is approximately 10 portions, and prep and cook time is around 30 minutes only. For us, it makes 5 nights dinners, tonight's, tomorrow's, and 3 for the freezer.
This dish is super yummy, and I love making 5 nights dinners in just 30 to 40 minutes. There is so little veg prep, it's fantastic. I love the taste of mushrooms, their protein content too. If you're not a fan of mushrooms, just skip them, perhaps add bell peppers instead. For this big batch of bolognese, I find around 5 medium to large mushrooms is just lovely. I'm using white mushrooms, I love them sliced so I can really taste them, and they look so pretty too. I use 2 bulbs of garlic, yes 2 bulbs of garlic, and finely dice or crush in a garlic press. Garlic gives this recipe such a fabulous flavour. I love there's so little to prep for this dish. I happily make this dish after a very long day. I also love the simplicity and ease of this recipe. It is an ideal, easy recipe to learn how to cook delicious, healthy vegan food. And for the base of the dish, I dice 1 onion, normally brown or white, but red works just fine too. For bolognese, I love to use a frozen packet of mince for the texture and the size of the pieces, but I'm half Scottish and I love value. So, to cheaply bulk the dish up and not affect the texture or the flavour, I add 100 grams of TVP soya mince. Dried soy mince TVP is a great source of very cheap vegan protein. Of course, this bolognese can be made fully of packet mince or fully of TVP. I like the best of both worlds. I cook this on high heat and use a very big pan. I throw my onions in with a dash of olive oil and cook for around 2-3 minutes until they just begin to become a little fragrant. Then it's time to add the garlic. Stir in nicely and cook for 1 to 2 minutes, making sure it's not sticking or browning. I add my mushrooms. They will take on the lovely flavours of the onion and garlic. I stir these in for just a minute. I like mushrooms with some texture. I add my packet of mince. This mince is fine. My favourite, if you're in the UK, is Plant Chef Tesco brand. I always buy this when it's in stock. I love the flavour. Once the mince is stirred in, I add 3 tins of chopped tomatoes. You can use fresh, and I often do, but tinned is just so handy. 3 teaspoons of dry basil for the perfect Italian taste. I love to add 1 tube of double concentrated tomato paste. This adds a rich, full body flavour to the sauce. All ingredients in this dish are pure, no added nasty ingredients. This is 99% tomato and I think 1% salt. The flavour of chilli is lovely in bolognese. If you like a touch of heat, I love to add 2 teaspoons of chilli flakes. And I love the convenience of dried chilli flakes. A touch of pink salt to taste. And ground black pepper goes fabulously in bolognese. Another reason I love bolognese, I always have the ingredients in the house. They're from the freezer, the pantry, and I always have onions and garlic. Now the dish is full and rich in flavour, I pour in my TVP soya mince, stir it in to absorb all the gorgeous juices. This flavours the mince fabulously. And to make the bolognese saucy, I add 3 500ml cartons of tomato juice passata. Stir in the passata and cook the bolognese for around 5 minutes. At this point, I like to turn the heat down to medium heat. The house will be smelling delicious by now. I always taste test before serving. Might want to add a little bit more salt or chili. And that's 10 portions of Bolognese, ready so fast and so cheap. And serve with your preferred spaghetti. My gluten-free, high-protein options are red or yellow lentil. And if you're not gluten-free, whole wheat is gorgeous too. I hope you found today's recipes helpful and they become staples in your household too. If you've enjoyed today's video, please hit the thumbs up. And if you plan to make one of today's recipes, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing the next video. Bye!